What's happening, guys? Coach G coming at you. Listen, I want to come to you and just give you guys a great message that I know you've been wanting to hear from that really special person in your life. Like, if the world just kind of unfolded and, that partner in your life gave you that great message you wanted to hear, those words would probably be something like, "You are right." That's it, man. I mean, you're right. Look, the reasons why your boss gets upset because you came into work a bit dragging and you're easily frustrated because you was up all night binging out to porn, you're right. He shouldn't react like that. The reasons why your wife questions, intimacy with you and wonders why you've drawn away and become distant and you're looking at her like, geez, just get over it, calm down, give me some space while you're nagging me. You're right. Those moments when your kids, they're just really just kind of hitting that mark with you, and you lash out at them because you're kind of low on tolerance and patience, and all you can think about is, hey, if these kids would just act right, or if my wife would just act right, or if, the boss would act right, hey, I wouldn't have to go and watch porn. But again, at the same time, why you're tripping? I mean, hey, it was only just what? One slip. I mean, heck, after all, what? I mean, you check the history and the internet showed you that it happened like a month ago. Why are you upset about because it happened now? Listen, fellas, here's the deal. You are right. Let's just go ahead and give it to you. You're right. But what has right actually gotten you? I used to do sales. And in doing sales, I got to tell you, when I went into sales, I was like so dogged. I was so adamant. My previous background was social services. I wanted so much clarity to be given to me. I looked at the method and way sales were done to a degree, and I just didn't understand it. It was so brand new, so foreign to me. And my boss looked at me one day because I just challenged him every single day on why this way didn't work. And he says, "George, you're right. But you got a choice. You can either be right or you can get a great check. You can either be right or you can get paid. You can either be right or you can go and pay your family's rent." And I say the same thing to you guys right now. You can be right or you can be healthy and happy. Like, really, I used to smoke cigarettes. I don't knock the next guy that smokes cigarettes. I mean, the truth of the matter is that if you smoke cigarettes in your world for the reason why you smoke, you're right. You're stressed out. I need to smoke a cigarette. You're right. Does it make it healthy? Does it mean that you know how to deal with things in the best way? Does it mean that all of a sudden now you're happy and your loved ones are drawn to you instead of being pushed away from you? Listen, as a man, as someone who was an addict, as someone who was in your exact same situation, as someone who went to that place before I really sucked it up and said, look, got to get some help right now. I was that guy that said, my wife is nagging me for no reason. I was the guy that said, you know what, my boss needs to stop riding my ass right now. I was the guy that said, you know what, I can't handle the kids today. It's too much. They should be happy that I keep a roof over their head and keep it moving. And then I learned something that went along with being right. Is that we really only get motivated as men by either an excessively great reward or from that ridiculously crazy consequence. Being right, do you think it got me that excessively great reward? Or do you think it got me that ridiculously low consequence? Heck, it did both. But first I had the consequence, which meant what? My wife left me. My kids left me. My kids feared me. My job demoted me. Work left me. I was homeless. I was left without anything. And then after finally going through coaching, and after finally getting past the shame, and after finally getting past the guilt, and finally being at a place of acceptance of not just who I am in this moment, but also the carnage I left behind, and being able to own up and deal with it, well, then, yeah, I got some excessively great rewards. Like, I got a wife who is sitting here as we speak right now trying to figure out where our home is going to be in California. I have 3 great kids. I got an oldest one who I just got to help make it through homecoming and cross that bridge. I got 2 young kids that, when I'm around, that's all they see. And not in a fearful way. They see me happy. They see dad healthy. I get to make great, intimate, wonderful love to my wife in a healthy, happy way. There is no fake face for her. There is no fake image for her. Listen, fellas, you are right. I say it to you probably as honestly as anybody else will ever tell you. But you also have to be right in making your decision that goes along with it. Do you want to be right? Or do you want to be happy? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be the man that brings out of the woman you love your deepest, greatest, wonderful pleasures and desires? Do you want to be the man that brings out of your children that level of growth and zeal and passion for life that when you look at them, you almost don't even worry? You see, you got to decide. Do you want to be right, which is where some of you guys are right now? Or do you want to be healthy? And do you want to be happy? If you want to be right, stop watching the video. Unfriend the person that forwarded it to you. But if you want to be healthy, if you want to be happy, if you want to own your life, the crap that went along with it, and make something tremendously, excessively rewarding happen out of it, let's just at least have a conversation. That's all I ask out of you guys. Listen, you know it. I say it. I'm going to keep saying it. Number 1, kick ass. Number 2, I love you. Get at it today, guys. Later.